Hi, welcome back to Transparent UTR. This is Alice, and today we're going to talk about a topic that I was actually personally confused about until starting this, and it involves the ace community. So for any asexuals out there, here we go. Topic today is asexuality versus aromanticism. If you don't know what those are, asexuality is a lack of sexual attraction towards a person, and aromantic is lack of romantic attraction. Both are fairly similar, aromantic being the more extreme of the two, where aromantic is lacking romantic interest for anyone, basically. You won't start a relationship or have little to no interest in it, and while asexuality is lack of sexual attraction towards a person. You can still date people. Well, you can't say still date people. You can date, you can do all of that. It's just the lack of sexual attraction, basically. Aromantic is very different, though. You have no interest in forming that attraction. You have no interest in having sex. So they are similar in that regard. But asexuality is just, you will have a relationship, you will be in a relationship, and you just have no interest in sexual attraction. For those who are aromantic, I'd say it's a little difficult for them. I definitely say that. You would have to find someone. You can't even find someone, basically, because if people are attracted to you and you're like an attractive person, but you're aromantic, you just have no interest in that, and I can feel that they suffer a lot of harm in that regard, because people just think, oh, he or she or they are not interested in me at all. But it's just their sexuality is what they identify themselves at, and it's what they feel. Aromantic basically being the complete opposite of pansexuality, which I currently am involved in. But aromantic is definitely one of those tough topics to talk about, because there's just so much to it, where you have aromanticism being just lack of sexual attraction, period. And it's a little bit tough to talk about, but aromanticism does exist, and it does happen. So if you want to go out with someone, definitely ask them for their romantic and sexual orientation, because in that regard, it would be so you don't get offended if someone's aromantic and they ask, do you want to go out with me? And then they just like straight up no, because they don't want a romantic attraction. They don't want a romantic relationship. And asexual being a sexual orientation, where aromantic is a romantic orientation. There's a big difference there. Romantic orientation is who you love, and sexual orientation is who you would be willing to have sex with, where aromantic is none, and aromantic is none, and asexual is none. But romanticism being completely different. Like, if you are an androsexual, you are attracted to men. If you are aromantic, you would be attracted to no one. If you're androsexual, asexual, bisexual, all that, it means you love who you love, but sexual orientation is very different. And there will be links below to different sites where I know this one, it's metrosexual. It's pronounced metrosexual, which is one of my favorite sites for gaining information on different areas in the LGBT, where they have a bunch of different stuff. No, this isn't a sponsored video, so don't worry about that. Where they have a bunch of grammar and a bunch of different terms used by the LGBT community. So if you want to check that out, it will be in the description down below. And yeah, just remember, aromantic is no romantic attraction at all. It's very hard for people to understand that. I know I've met a couple people where they're like, are you aromantic, asexual? What? I don't understand, because I did identify myself as asexual at one point, where I just had no sexual desire at all until I was like 17, 16, where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna love who I love and all that. But I hope you all have a nice day, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye.